Jose Ramirez. Let's meet the fighters. Let's send it back up to Lupe.
Making his way to the ring, Jose Ramirez.
The 21-year-old Jose Ramirez has stepped in to take this fight on just a week's notice, but he was in the gym training for another fight, decided that an opportunity to fight on DAZN against a prospect in Mondapat was a better opportunity, and there are some around the fight community here in California who maybe have their hand hovering around the upset button in this one. A lot of people liking Jose Ramirez's chances in this contest against Jesse Mondapat, who we'll take a closer look at right now.
Coming back from my first loss, it was hard for me. It was hard for me to come back. I was probably depressed for like a good month. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't feel like I was built for the sport. Everything's a battle up here in the mental. The mind is a devil's playground. The devil's going to tell you things that you're not good enough, that you're not working hard enough, that you're never going to get to where you want to be. But God is always there to remind you that you can. God made a way. God made a plan, and the mental part is the most important. You can build muscle, you can build cardio, but everything starts in here. You know, my mental is good, my head is good.
His rival, Jesse Mondapat.
A big ovation for Jesse Mondapat, who trains just about a mile up the road at the Wild Card tonight. His first fight with Freddie Roach in his corner. Just an incredible story for Jesse Mondapat, the 26-year-old from Anaheim who grew up idolizing Manny Pacquiao, would show up at the community runs to run alongside Manny Pacquiao, and now training alongside the Pac-Man for his miraculous return at 46 years of age, and cornered by the same man who was cornering him. You couldn't imagine a story better for Mondapat.
Surreal for him. He prayed with Manny Pacquiao when he was a teenager, and this moment is an important one for him.
A surreal night for Mondapat as he takes on Jose Ramirez. And we take a look at the tail of the tape for this one. See Mondapat, very tall, very long for the weight class, but Jose Ramirez deceptively long. He has the reach advantage in this one as we send it back up to Lupe.
We continue inside the Avalon Hollywood. This is Championing Mental Health, a night of boxing. Being presented by 555 Media and Bash Boxing, our proud sponsors. Alleviate Tax, along with Athletes for Hope in association with WBC Cares. This contest set for 8 rounds at a catch weight of 124 pounds. Scoring the action ringside, we have Tiffany Clinton, along with Ron Scott Stevens and Carla Caes. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters wearing pink with silver and white trim on the scale. He registered an official 123 3/4 pounds. Tonight, this power puncher from the AZ enters the ring in his 11th pro bout with a record of 7 victories against 3 losses, 6 of those victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Tucson, Arizona, Jose Fosforito Ramirez. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing red with gold and white trim, he weighed in at 123 1/4 pounds. Tonight, one of the most highly touted talents in SoCal enters the ring for the 12th time as a pro with a record of 9 victories against 1 lone defeat, 1 bout even, 5 of those victories coming by way of KO. From Anaheim, California, Jesse Super Mandapa. Our referee, Thomas Taylor.
Hey, Freddie, you want to come on this side? Right here. All right, gentlemen, we're going from the top of these letters up is going to be good. Bottom of these letters up is going to be good. You got my instructions in the back, guys. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, guys.
Well, this should be a good one in the 126-pound division. Jesse Mandapot and Jose Ramirez. Ramirez fighting for his young daughter, Aria, who's just a month old. A big opportunity for him to change the trajectory of his career here tonight if he can score an upset win over Jesse Mandapot. We told you the Mandapot story. So he looks to get his partnership with Freddie Roach off on the right foot.
He's been in the wild card gym about 3 months working with him and hopes all of that will pay off. He's kind of a wild swinger sometimes, sometimes has disdain for defense. I'm sure they've been working on that in the gym. But Ramirez, as you pointed out, is a real challenge to him. He comes in on a 3-fight win streak, and he's been fighting well.
Yeah, coming off a second-round TKO win over Edgar Ortiz Jr., a pretty good local fighter from the Phoenix region.
Ooh, big clash of heads.
Alan, you mentioned perhaps some of the defensive deficiencies. I actually called his August 2022 fight against Juan Hernandez Martinez, and Mandapot was fortunate enough to sneak away with the split decision in that fight. It was a 4-rounder. He got dropped in that fight. He dropped Hernandez, and he still had to sneak away with the split decision. So this one obviously looking to make it a little bit different for himself and impress Freddie Roach, because Freddie Roach is a busy man these days. And
yes, he is.
He doesn't give his time to everyone, so it speaks to also the potential he sees in Mandapot.
Yeah.
Ramirez is on fire with his right hand right now. He's landed about 4 in a row. That's right hand number 5. You see that one acknowledged by Mandapot.
And we talk about Mandapot just leveling up with the team around him. Earlier this year, he was also a sparring partner for WBC bantamweight champion Junto Nakatani. I was there for some spirited sparring sessions, and Mandapot held his own.
Nice counter right hook there from Mandapot. Inside the final minute here of round 1. You can see pretty clearly what the strategy will be for Jose Ramirez here tonight. Using movement, trying to get that lead foot to the outside, and pot shot with right hands, and it has worked wonderfully here thus far here in the opening round.
And Mandapot, oh my.
Good left hook.
Oh boy.
That one has Mandapot in trouble. Jose Ramirez jumping on him, and he's got a little bit of time to work with. About 15 seconds before the end of the round. Back comes Mandapot trying to fight his way out of danger. Scary moment for Mandapot here in the opening round. What a start for Jose Ramirez.
And again, as Al alluded right in the open, the defensive deficiencies rearing its ugly head again for Mandapot early on in round 1.
Well, while Ramirez was able to land some very good right hands in that first round, he was also able to, of course, get the left hook in as well, and that was a big part of what he did when he stunned Mandapot with it. A rough start for Jesse Mandapot.
Buzzed in the opening round, but what a start for Jose Ramirez, taking this fight on a week's notice. Big underdog in this one, had Mandapat in some trouble in the opening round. There's another right hand that connects for Ramirez. To your point, Al, it was that left hook, a sweeping left hook, that got Mandapat in trouble.
Yeah, and you know, with the right hands, Mandapat didn't really think that left hook was coming. It kind of surprised him. Well, Mandapat was surprised by journeyman Robert Pouchet, who was 10-23-3 at the time, and gave him a loss. So he has lost to an underdog before.
He's got rocked with another right hand. The head of Mandapat snapping back after that lead right hand from Ramirez. Mandapat has not figured out an answer for that shot.
The movement of Ramirez and punching while he's moving has given Mandapat a lot of issues.
Ramirez introducing that left hook. Finds a route to the body of Mandapat there as the heads come together in the midst of it. Mandapat comes back with a nice body shot of his own. Quick left hook on the inside from Ramirez that seemed to embolden Mandapat, who tried to leap in with a flurry of his own.
Mandapat, when he's at his best, is a little bit more of a volume puncher. He's been unable to get off in terms of getting his offense going in this fight, and the volume's been way down.
Well, to that point, Al, I think Mandapat at his best, as we've seen him in the past, so when he's able to kind of leap in and out and lead the dance with his own footwork, Ramirez is not allowing that. It's this kind of calm movement on the outside that is taking Mandapat out of his rhythm.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And Ramirez is coming back with pinpoint accurate shots. Like you mentioned, Corey, cool, calm, and collected. And again, off his back foot, sniper right hand right down the middle got Mandapat's attention.
Kind of a changing section there where Mandapat was able to land some big shots, though.
A good right hook connected there on the inside from Mandapat. And that'll do it for the round.
Well, that round had some drama in it. Ramirez with some good work in the early part of the round. And then Mandapat coming back in the second part of the round and landing some really good shots, especially right at the end of the round. This is where he was able to get to Ramirez and land some significant punches that could change the flow of this fight.
Round three begins. All things considered, a good bounce back round there for Jesse Mandapat. Started to make some bolder choices there offensively. And again, now going back to when Mandapat has been at his best, it is when he creates those kind of chaotic exchanges because he feels as though he can come out getting the best of those exchanges. The problem is we've also seen the vulnerabilities.
Yeah, and that's his issue. Now Mandapat's starting to land that straight left hand. And why? Because he's using the jab more effectively. You know, we talked about the high-level connections of Mandapat, but for Ramirez, I mean, he is managed by Oscar Valdez Sr. And he's, oh my!
And that one drops Mandapat. That's exactly what we're talking about. The exchanges that Mandapat wants are not always to his advantage.
And interestingly enough, Ramirez came out as a southpaw at the beginning of this round, and he's having incredible success in the first 3 rounds, as evidenced by that knockdown. Mandapat starting to go into the quicksand here.
Oh, and down goes
knocked down
Mandapat again on another left hand, and Mandapat is in a bad way right now. Well, Ramirez is eager to jump on him right now. Mandapat is not steady at all. A gargantuan opportunity for Ramirez, who is unloading, and Mandapat goes down, and that is it. On a week's notice, Jose Ramirez has spoiled the party in Hollywood. A shocker here at the Avalon.
This 21-year-old makes it 4 straight wins and an important one for him. He came in, as you pointed out, when he walked into this ring as a fighter that some people thought could create the upset, and he sure did.
Officials tending to Mandapat. That was a vicious stoppage win for Ramirez. We see the replay. That's the first knockdown there. Scrambled the senses of Mandapat.
And ultimately, it was the left hook that continued to do damage. He had landed right hands earlier in the fight, but the left hand of Ramirez was really the difference in this fight. And as Manuk pointed out, it started when he turned lefty because he was able to get the left hand in from that posture. There he is, he's half in between being a lefty and a righty in some of those spots, and the left hand was a tremendous weapon for him. So a 21-year-old who I was mentioning is managed by Oscar Valdez Sr. He's certainly validated any faith that the Valdez family, who he knows very well and has sparred with Oscar Valdez, validated their faith in him.
All right, we are ready to make this one official as we send it back out to Lupe Contreras.
Inside the Avalon Hollywood, this bout concludes with an official time of 1 minute, 47 seconds of round number 3. Your winner, by way of knockout, El Fosforito, Jose Ramirez.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Jose Ramirez. Jose, 1 week notice. You displayed incredible grit, incredible power. What's going through your mind right now?
This is what we do. We're here to take over. We're here to stay. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
What were you doing before you got the call to take this fight? Literally a week ago, you had no idea you'd be fighting in this card, Avalon Hollywood.
I was in the gym with Eddie Reynoso, sparring with the best in the state. That's what I was doing. I took this fight because I'm confident, because I was training hard. That's why.
Southpaw was cooking. That left hook was mean. What is next for you?
The world. The world.
The world.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Jose Ramirez.